Channel 7. This is the news at 4.
And welcome back to the news at 4. Demonstrators outside the Ada County Courthouse continue to push their message that Boise doesn't have enough resources to help people experiencing homelessness. But now, one local homeless shelter is calling this demonstration misguided. Andrew Bartline spoke with Reverend Bill Roscoe at the Boise Rescue Mission today. Critics of the mission say their shelters are selective, they're not accessible to everyone. Andrew, what does the Rescue Mission have to say in response to that?
Well, first, let's take a look at what the scene looks like right now with the demonstration outside the old Ada County Courthouse. This is where it was about a week ago when I was out here then. It's since been pushed down the street. A state trooper tells us they were killing the grass. So what is this, Jefferson? They're just on the other side of the old Ada County Courthouse lawn. And Reverend Bill Roscoe says that their mission at the Boise Rescue Mission is to help people experiencing homelessness get out of that situation. Now, these demonstrators of the tents right behind me are saying that it's a high barrier shelter, meaning it's difficult to get access to these resources. Bill Roscoe is responding by saying it's misguided. 2.5 years. That's how long Yogi Pullman has experienced homelessness.
They're not lazy. They're not bums. They just need a hand up, not a handout.
2.5 is also the number of weeks she's demonstrated outside the old Ada County Courthouse. She's advocating for more low-barrier shelter options as Interfaith Sanctuary has overflowed through the cold winter months. However, the Boise Rescue Mission has open beds, and Yogi says she won't go to the Rescue Mission for help.
They represent themselves as a Christian mission, and as such, they should be more loving and kind and understanding as Jesus was.
It just annoys me that the critics are so misinformed, at least.
Reverend Bill Roscoe at the Boise Rescue Mission says these demonstrators have mischaracterized his work, continuously making claims he says are untrue or misunderstood.
Lesbians and gays can have a hard time, transgender folk, cross-dressers.
We've never discriminated against those people of those various categories, and we always do the best we can to accommodate people.
But what about the barrier to enter in the first place?
We're going to likely welcome you in unless you are so intoxicated or under the influence of some substance that you cannot walk to the bathroom by yourself, that you cannot communicate clearly with our staff to tell us the information we need to know at check-in.
They say that to use your services, they have to play by your rules, and religion is forced on them.
Religion is not forced on anyone who comes to use the shelter services of the Boise Rescue Mission. Every service, religious service at the Rescue Mission, is a voluntary service.
The check-in process itself is enough to push Yogi away.
It's a long process, and it feels degrading.
Roscoe says the rescue mission has metal detectors to ensure safety.
We've had people attempt to bring weapons into the rescue mission. We're not going to risk the safety and the comfort of the environment of the rescue mission.
As for families, each rescue mission shelter is segregated by sex.
We've not had hardly any complaints over my time here from couples that had to spend the night in 2 different facilities, because the next morning, as soon as breakfast is served, we do case management with people, and if there's a couple, we encourage that couple to come to case management together.
Roscoe says special provisions are in place for single fathers with kids, and that's a theme at the rescue mission. Rules are in place, but sometimes they need to be bent.
We have accepted a lot of people who were highly intoxicated and showed up at our door needing shelter, and because it was 2 degrees outside or 12 degrees outside, we've welcomed those people in.
But people like Yogi don't like the rules in the first place.
They make you feel like you're in a prison.
So Yogi continues the demonstration and fights through the cold.
And you prefer to be outside in the cold than the Boise Rescue Mission?
Yes.
Now, demonstrators say some of the people experiencing homelessness have animals. Other people are living in their cars, so if they go to a shelter, they're going to need a place for parking. There's a lot of nuance in these conversations about what an ideal low-barrier shelter looks like, and it seems to be different for everyone, even with the demonstrators here at this demonstration. So there's not a ton that they all agree on uniformly, but there is one message that they all seem to say. I heard it twice when I was down here today, that a shelter is only as good as the person who's running it. Morgan?
Yeah, and we need long-term solutions to the housing crisis and to homelessness. Andrew Bartline reporting live in Boise for us. Andrew, thank you.